ready? Gotcha. Okay. We're here with Vanderbilt women's basketball head coach Shea Ralph and players Mikayla Blakes and Justine Pissott. We will start with an opening statement from Coach Ralph, then we'll take player questions, then we'll go back to answer questions for Coach Ralph. So, Coach, just what are your thoughts after today's victory?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank all of you for being here and covering this game today. This is a really big day for us, an opportunity to represent something that's bigger than us, an opportunity for women. We are so thrilled that we were invited to play in the Coretta Scott King Challenge today, Classic. I'm really proud of my team. I feel like a broken record after every game this year. You know, we are playing really good teams night in and night out, and we are figuring out ways to win when we haven't played our best basketball yet. It's January. We're 19-0. We have different contributions from different people every single day, every single game, and today was no different. So we played really well in the first half. Our offense stalled a little bit. We had some defensive mishaps in the second half, but we figured out a way to win. And when you're a great team, you got to do that. You got to grind it out sometimes. I can tell you one thing, though. Without these two right here, the Jersey natives, coming home, there's no way our program or our team this year would be in the position that it's in. So I'm grateful to be their coach. I'm so proud of my team today for the victory and just happy to be part of this event.
All right, we'll take some questions here on the floor. I think we got right here first.
Howard Magdal with the Nine Sports. Congrats on the victory. Justine, first for you, just in terms of your evolution of the defensive end, can you just kind of take me through what it has been to be able to defend in the post more and just sort of be more of a post presence generally at that end of the floor?
Yeah, I think it's what my team needs from me. Everyone knows I can shoot the three, but I won't be on the floor if I can't play defense. And I learned that last year, unfortunately. Everyone saw where I was last year, so this summer it was a key to play defense, and that's why I'm playing.
And then just Justine, Mikayla, for both of you, what is the most New Jersey thing you did while you were back home?
We ordered a bagel and Wawa the first night.
Yep.
Over there. EJ.
EJ with EJ Media. So for both, I guess it would be Justine and Mikayla. This game had vibes of March Madness. Coming back home, does that kind of add to the pressure to perform, or do you play a little looser knowing that you're back home?
I think for me it was just like any other game, but I had my people there. So, I mean, I think it was more motivation just to do it in front of them, because they don't get to come see my games a lot. But I feel like it was just any other game.
Over the table.
For Maddie Kenny with the New York Post, just for each of you players, are you allowing, I know it's one game at a time mentality and all that, but are you allowing yourself to like relish in what you guys are doing right now and the fact that you are one of two undefeated teams, and what was kind of that celebration or what was said in the locker room afterwards?
I mean, yeah, we're going to get excited after every win, but we just continue to remind ourselves this isn't it for us. Like, yeah, we're on a great win streak. We're setting history and Vanderbilt history, but we want more for ourselves, and we know what it feels like to get to the tournament. We just want to make it further. So these games are prepping us, and like Coach said, we're figuring things out that we're going to be needed when we get to March Madness and SEC tournament as well.
Second round of the middle right there.
Coach, Aubrey Galvin had an outstanding performance. She had 20 points, was 3 of 6 from 3. She's just a freshman. What do you have to say on her behalf for how she's performed as of late?
Well, you know, Aubrey, I don't know what many people know about her recruiting process, but one of the things that most colleges were saying, at least what we were hearing, is that she was just too small. Mm-hmm. She was too small to compete at this level, especially in the SEC. And I remember going to her first high school game and almost having that same thought when I was watching her warm up. And then as soon as they tipped the ball, it took me 3 minutes to text my assistants like, we have to have her. We have to have her. Because she makes everybody on the floor around her better, and she is a relentless competitor. You guys saw that today. She loves big moments. She's really shifty and crafty. She can distribute, but she can also play make. And she's only a freshman. She's halfway through her freshman year. Imagine the growth that that kid is going to have. But again, she wouldn't be able to do what she's doing without the kids that are around her, encouraging her, giving her opportunities to space the floor, reminding her that she has to shoot when she's open, so that she doesn't keep hitting people in the face with the ball or giving it away. But there isn't anyone probably right now on our team that is more valuable than her, because it also allows Mikayla to play off the ball as well. And today, Mikayla and Justine got in foul trouble. And without Aubrey, I think that would have been a really tough game for us to win.
In the back there.
Mikayla, Pissott, Pix 11 Sports. You were matched up with and going head-to-head a lot with Silas Swords today. Obviously, you guys played together in the All-American game. Just what was it like, now meeting at this competition, as collegiate sophomores?
Yeah, it's fun when things come back full circle, and I'm just a competitor as well, so I'm just going to take every matchup as it should be, so it was just fun.
All right, here in the front.
Question for Mikayla. Obviously, this game, it went down to the wire toward the end. How were you all able to overcome it? What sort of was the turning point where you realized, okay, we're going to win this game?
Yeah, I think we just preach as a team to stay level-headed, not to get too high, not to get too low. And I think the Mississippi State game we had before this was a great opportunity for us to practice late-game situations as well. So I think we just fed off each other and gave each other energy because we can't let our energy dip when we're going through troubles.
And a question for Coach, if I could.
Oh, after we'll do players, and then we'll circle back. Right here, I think you had a question right here.
Hi, Mikayla. Good to see you again. Last time we talked, you hadn't committed to a college yet. Can you just talk about kind of the journey you've gone on from the time we had that interview to where you're at now?
Yeah, I guess it's been a great journey. I just came here to do the uncommon thing, and I think what we're doing now is the reason why I came here, to be a part of that, to be under Coach Ralph and play under people and play with people like Justine and my teammates today. And I don't think I could have picked a better place to thrive at, on and off the court. It's really good academic-wise and athletic-wise, and everybody pours into us, so why not?
Back in the hat there.
It's players, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. Ladies, congratulations for either of you. Maybe not these circles, but outside. Not too many know the winning history of Vanderbilt women's basketball, going through Jim Foster days and Melanie Malcolm days. How aware were you, ladies, of Vanderbilt's long history of winning? I know, or I think that's the answer. All right. All right. And what have you learned about the history of Vanderbilt women's basketball from the time that you have been back?
I think for us, we didn't really know much about it. I agree with what Mikayla said. She came here to do the uncommon thing. Mostly she has credit for that, but I think we're building something really special here. I would like to come back to Vanderbilt in 10 years and say I helped build this program, and I think that's why I'm here. I kind of just teeter off what Mikayla said.
I would add, I know it's only for the players, but we had an alumni weekend just a couple weekends ago, and so we're constantly trying to educate our players about the history of our program. Our AD just spoke in our locker room about how many alum were here and watching the game, and some that she hadn't seen for many, many years because of the dip that Vanderbilt women's basketball took, right? And that's okay, but it gives us the opportunity to revitalize it. So people use the rebuild a lot. It's not a rebuild, it's a revitalization. Because this program went to a Final Four, won multiple SEC championships, right? We have been there before, but our goal is to compete for championships and ultimately to win a national championship. And we want to be able to sustain that success year after year after year. So when both of these guys come back in 10 years, they're going to be part of something really special. I was lucky enough to be part of that, and that's what I came here to do the uncommon thing, to help them create a legacy of their own.
There in the back.
Speaking of Mikayla, we didn't really get to talk. What was it like for you playing back in Jersey, now with the number 5 team in the nation?
Yeah, I would just say I was very emotional before the game, just being able to play in front of people who I haven't seen in a while, and I don't think they've watched me play a game before. So that was just very emotional for me. I was just trying to hold it in for my teammates, and why not do it with these girls behind my side and my coach? They're my sisters. I wouldn't rather go out with anybody else. And to be able to win today, even though I didn't have my best performance, everybody stepped up. And that's a part of being a team, and that's why I love it here. On any given night, it can be anybody's night. So.
Any more questions for players right here in the middle?
For Mikayla and Justine, it's not just about the skill and the hard work you put into practice that helps bring the results that you're having right now. It's also the bond and connection that you build with your teammates. What can you say about the team chemistry that you've had throughout this season and how that's been able to develop?
Okay. I would just say I think this year we focused a lot on that. I think we spent a lot of time with each other. We went through a very hard summer, just on and off the basketball court, and we just stuck together. I think we learned what true sisterhood means, how to be there for people in different ways and learn our teammates this year. So I think that's really helping us on the court. We're able to just compete. We're able to talk to each other on the court, and we always want to see each other be at our best. So we're always able to hold each other accountable. And as Coach Ralph says, we want to be a player-led team. So that's what we're doing.
Howard right here in the front.
Mikayla, just if you could talk about Justine's development this year and just what you've seen out of her at both ends of the floor.
People don't talk about her enough for me. I think she really stepped up in different ways, and I know I saw her go through it last year. Like, it hurt for her not to be able to play, but she didn't take that and just say, okay, I'm not going to play. She took that and said, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get in the gym. I'm going to watch film. I'm going to be a leader for this team. She grew in so many different ways. She continues to push me to be better every day, and she gives me confidence even when she may not think she does. So I think her growth, it just needs to be studied. Like, she just came out, and she's just a worker. Like, I don't even know if I could say more on it, but, like, she's just doing everything she can.
Questions for Coach? Back here.
Coach, obviously every game is important, but how big was a game like this, dogfight, nationally ranked team, national TV, neutral site, how big is this game going into the back end of conference play and into the tournament?
It's a big game for many reasons, right? Just another way to build confidence. So I think, there's only so many things you can say as a coach. We want these moments. Like, these guys got so sick of me last year. We're right there. Like, we don't want to be right there anymore. And neither did I. But in order for us to talk about growing and being in position to do the things that we all came here to do, we've got to win games like this, or at least be in a position to win games like this. So we've done it a couple times now this year. Big moments, big games, ranked teams, and I think it's just continuing to build confidence in our team that we are going in the right direction. And the coolest part of it for me as our coach is that we haven't even gotten close to playing our best basketball yet, which you don't want to be doing in January. But we're able to do that, like win games, and still know that we've learned a lot today about how we can be a better team, and we'll get back to work when we get back home.
Back here in front.
Coach, just to go back to Justine, and in terms of her skill set, it seems like is kind of built for the next level. 6'4" with length, being able to defend inside, and obviously shoot the three. Do you see her as somebody who's built herself into a player who can produce at the W level when the time comes?
Absolutely. I would say the skill set is the easy part. I think you can look at her, anybody that knows the game of basketball, and say she's got the skill set to be able to excel as a professional basketball player. But I think the mindset is different. So if you want to be a professional basketball player and make rosters and be all-stars and be doing this for years and years and years, whether here or overseas, and they have the opportunity to do both, it's not a skill set. There's a lot of kids that are talented with really good skill sets that do not make rosters. And you guys all know that. It's a mindset and its ability to make your team better, whether or not you're playing, whether or not you're scoring. All of those things matter. And so I think, just to kind of add to your question, I think that that's what she has that's going to help her be successful. And I know that that's what she has. It's going to help her be successful.
Coach, Aubrey Galvin today had a career high, 20 points. How crucial has her poise been as the season has gone on?
It's hard to put that into words. I think there are things that you can coach and there are things you can't. Like for us, I've learned, and I've known this for a while, but we recruit a mentality, we recruit a mindset, and we recruit kids who want to be committed to what we're doing here. Does that make sense? So the things that she doesn't have yet, we can help her have. But that kid is a dog. She's a dog. So I don't have to worry too much about her poise, her competitiveness. Sometimes I have to worry if she remembers something, or if she was listening in the huddle, like, hey, yeah, did you hear me? Do you know what we're doing? Stuff like that. But that's freshman. That's different. I can work with that. The things that she has that I can't coach are what make her special.
All right, so we're coming close to time here. We're going to have the last couple of questions here. We're going to hit right here.
Could you just speak a little bit about the high academic standards that Vanderbilt demands?
I
How
can.
important that is?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're one of the best universities in the world. I think at this point our acceptance rate is 6%, right? So that's been for a long time. I think what you're seeing in the initiative that Chancellor Giermeyer and Candace Story-Lee have created in Vandy United is that we have elevated our athletic programs to that same standard. So what does that allow me to do as a coach and a leader is to go out and find the best student athletes in the world. Because they want to be great at everything they do, and at Vanderbilt they have that opportunity in the classroom, on the basketball court, in the community of Nashville, all the things that are going on right now with the landscape of women's basketball. My kids can take advantage of that, but also be prepared for the next step in life. because we all know it's coming. I hope they play until they're 40, however long, win multiple gold medals, but they may not. That's what happened to me. My job is to make sure that they can do both. Be excellent on the basketball court for as long as they choose, and then be prepared to have a life after that.
All right, last two questions here, and then we're done right here.
Shea, for you, I guess, how would you describe your coaching style, and what about it do you think has been the driver of the success you all have been able to achieve this year?
It's probably a better question for my players. I think I've been coaching for almost 25 years now. I started at the University of Pittsburgh, for those of y'all that don't know, and that was really helpful because we were terrible. And I think our first year we won 6 games. We ended the year on a 12-game losing streak, and we didn't even get invited to the conference tournament. And I had no idea what had just happened because we lost like 5 games when I was at UConn. I won a bunch in high school, but I needed that experience to not only humble me, but to teach me how to build something from the ground up, right? And then I get to UConn, and I look as a teammate and a coach. I looked for opportunities, to do it all myself. But what that experience taught me was that you can't do anything great without a great team. Not as a player, not as a coach. So I thought long and hard about the opportunity when I decided to be a head coach. Where would that be? Number one, I've got to have a great leader. Candace Storey, right? A great leader in Chancellor Giermeyer. I don't control that. Number two, I've got to have an incredible staff. So what's my style? I'm a leader, I'm the head of the snake, but I know where my weaknesses lie. I know that I need a great team around me. I know, hey, I'm gonna let them grow and let them do what they're great at and let these guys do what they're great at, and together we're the best staff in the country. So I'm pretty measured. I don't get too high or too low, because if I do, then they do. Right? So I can't say one thing to them and then do something different. I'm not gonna stomp around on the sideline. I may sometimes when I talk to the refs, but I'm trying to work on that. But otherwise, I got to make sure that I stay measured, because I understand what it looks like to play in games like this. And I need them to know that I am locked in. No matter if we're up 20, down 20, if they're on a run, if we're on a run, if it's the beginning of the game or the end of the game, they need to see me locked in with them, because I need them locked in with me. That's my style, and that reverberates throughout my staff. They have a bunch of responsibility too, as you guys saw today. So we are a great team as a staff to coach a great team of young women.
That will be it. Sorry, I'm being told we are having to cut, so thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.